There are decisions we make in the quiet of night that we can never take back. Marcus thought he knew his friend. 32 years of friendship, of shared struggles, of brotherhood forged in the hardest seasons of life. But on one cold November evening, he placed something precious into hands he believed he could trust. By morning, those hands were gone. And so was everything Marcus had worked his entire life to build. The sun rose that day, but for Marcus, darkness had just begun. What happened next tore through his small town like wildfire, leaving everyone asking the same haunting question: how well do we really know the people closest to us? This is a true story that unfolded in a tight-knit community in rural Georgia, a place where everyone knew everyone, where doors stayed unlocked and your word was your bond. It's about two men who grew up together, survived together, and built their lives side by side. One act of trust. One night of betrayal. And an aftermath that would prove something the old folks had been saying all along: the people who can hurt you most are the ones you let get closest. Who was this friend? Why did Marcus trust him so completely? And what was taken that could never be replaced? The answers will shake you, because this isn't just their story. It could be anyone's. Marcus Thompson was 54 years old, a mechanic who'd spent 3 decades building a small auto repair shop on the east side of town. He wasn't wealthy, but he was respected. Honest. The kind of man who'd give you his last $20 if you needed it. Standing beside him through every struggle was Daniel Reed, his best friend since elementary school. They'd played football together, been in each other's weddings, raised their kids alongside one another. When Marcus's wife passed from cancer 6 years earlier, it was Daniel who sat with him through the darkest nights, who made sure he ate, who reminded him life was still worth living. Marcus trusted Daniel more than he trusted his own judgment. They were brothers in every way that mattered. But there's an old saying whispered in barbershops and front porches across the South: sometimes the devil doesn't come with horns and a pitchfork, he comes as everything you've ever wanted, wearing the face of someone you love. Before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here, click on the subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. It was a Thursday night in November when Marcus made the call. He'd just closed on a piece of property, 12 acres on the outskirts of town, land he'd been saving for since his wife died. It was going to be his fresh start, a place to build a small house, maybe start a garden, find some peace. The deed, the cash from the sale of his shop equipment,